This video is going to show you how to replace just the rubber part of the rear wiper on some cars and trucks. First, I'm going to show you the hard way to get the refill in and out in case you don't have a better option. At the end of the video, I'll show you an easier way. A word of advice: regardless of if you're replacing the blade or just the refill, since they aren't always easy to find, buy one ahead of time and keep it in your car or truck. Take a minute for a little bit of terminology here. The part of the wiper that's made of rubber is called a refill. It comes with stainless steel rails or some sort of material to make it more rigid. The part that holds the refill is called the blade. The parts that the refill slides through are called claws. The part that attaches the blade to the window is the wiper arm. Getting these off is a little different from most of the front wipers. Basically, you just pull the arm away from the window and then you continue to rotate it further till it pops free. Yours may not be this same design, so look at it carefully. This is a 14-inch blade. It costs about $10 to $15 to replace the entire blade. I paid $7 at a local parts house for a pack of 2 refills, so that's about $3.50 each. There are a couple of different profile shapes for these wiper refills, so be sure to take your original with you to match it up. Some parts houses have refills out on the floor, but some keep them behind the counter, so you may have to ask for them. To get the refill out, push it as far as you can to one end. Then bow the center section out while you continue to press the insert to the same end. Once you have it bowed out far enough for the slack end to clear the claw, hold the bow out with your thumb and finger and then pull this end free of the claw. Then you can slide the refill out of the rest of the claws. That may be a little awkward for you the first time, but it gets easier each time you do it. And then insert the old rails into the new rubber. Cut the rubber to the same length as the rails. It's better to leave a little bit of extra rubber instead of cutting it too short. Trim the tips to a point. Trimming the tips to a point helps the refill go through the claws easier. Then install the little plastic clips that come with the refill to help keep it held together. There are usually 3. And then space them out evenly. Then, starting with the second claw in, push the refill through the claw. There should be a rubber lip on the top and bottom of each rail. Make sure all 4 go through, and then pull the refill up to the next claw. If you pull it, the rubber tends to pull out of the claw less than if you push it. If the rails get out of line with the rubber, just push them back in line. Then push the refill through the next claw. Once you get clear about a 1/4 inch, make sure that all the rubbers came through, all the rubber lips. Then pull it to the next claw. Continue till you get through all the claws. Then you can remove the clips. The rubber may have stretched and gotten out of line with your rails. Just pull all the excess down to the end. You may have to work it several times to get all the excess to come back down here. And once you got them pretty close to being aligned, you want to continue to push the rail and rubber to this one end while you're bowing out the center so that you can insert this end through the last claw. It may hang up like this. Just work with it till it pops through, making sure that you get your 4 lips through there. Before you bow the center out and go through the last claw, be sure that the rubber lips have not come loose out of any of the other claws. If they have, back up and redo them. Then even out your excess so that the rubber and rails are evenly distributed along the blade. Then you just reinstall the wiper arm and you're done. If you do need to use the metal rails that come with the refill, cut the rails to a length so they can't work free on their own, but they're easy to get free when you bow the center out. If you pull all the slack to one end, cut the rails so they stick beyond the last claw by about 1/8 of an inch. They usually break pretty easy if you use a pair of pliers and just bend them slightly back and forth a few times. They'll break pretty clean. Some of the refills have barbed rails. If you want to use this method to get the refill in and out, it's easier if the rails don't have the barbs. So you can break the barbed section off, then make the rest of the rail whatever length you need it. That was the hard way. If you liked this video, the best way to help its search engine placement is by leaving a comment, clicking the like or thumbs up button, and subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching.